Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Everyday EDC. Today, you are going to get to see 3 very hot knives right now. I got a pretty sweet deal on these, so that's cool. Well, on 2 of them. And I did get these from Metal Complex from his Patreon. If you guys, he didn't tell me to do this, but if you guys aren't a part of his Patreon already, like 3 to 6 times a year, he says he does it more, but I haven't seen it. Every now and then it's like 1 at a time. But like 3 to 6 times a year, this dude drops knives that I'm assuming he got for free, but you can pick up for like 40% of the original cost. I'll go over what I got 2 of these for at the very least, because his is kind of the channel that I wanted to model my Patreon after. The only difference is when you get free stuff, it's easier to do that. I can't do that with my stuff that I pay full price for. That's why I haven't seen it on Patreon as much. But check him out. The prices are absolutely ridiculous, and I can't thank him enough for the deals. So let us continue with this unboxing. My unboxing knife for the day is the EMP Designs Thick Boy. This thing is amazing. I literally just unboxed this like 20 minutes ago. I freaking love this thing already. And it's not the honeymoon phase, I don't think. I just think it's an amazing knife. But I got 3 more amazing knives to pull out here and show you guys. So without making you guys wait entirely too long, let's start it off here. Start off with the 2. Man, the one I was super excited for is like one of the lesser ones too. So here, this isn't the one I was super excited for. This is probably my least excited, but I mean, it's a cool knife, I'm guessing. It's an Artisan Cutlery. Okay, so there's been a lot of good Artisan Cutlery drops, but this one I wasn't super interested in. Like, the style seemed a little bit too narrow for me. But then I saw it popping up everywhere, and I figured I got to get my hands on it for the sake of doing it. Wow, this is way bigger than I thought it was going to be originally. Oh, wow. Oh, man, look at that milling. This is the Sirius, whatever that Ray Laconico design. There's some gorgeous micro milling on there. Holy smokes, and they did it on the back too. It makes it feel really, really nice. They even did it, did they? I don't think they did. I was gonna say they even did it on the pocket clip. The blade centering, freaking perfect. This is so narrow. This is just a knife that I had right there. This is the Praxis. That's how narrow this guy is. Insane. All right. Okay, so this is a really, really good knife. I mean, the blade stock is so thin. The forward front flipping is so easy. The blade being so thin and slicey is still almost drop shut. No back and forth, no up and down. Perfectly centered. This is, I can see why this is catching on. This is one of those EDC style knives that I would put this up against the Wii Esprit. It's just as ergonomic, very, very neutral. You got a whole lot of cutting edge. Very thin blade stock. Is this S35? So it's S35 instead of M390, which on something this thin would be a little bit better with M390, but it's gonna fit in your pocket very, very well. And I mean, and the funny thing is they're both made by or designed by Laconico, so it's kind of like, it's not like I'm insulting anybody. This is just a really good design. Really excited to have this. I'm surprised I had no interest in this beforehand, because this feels really good. It's gonna be so easy to carry. I don't have any complaints, I don't think, with this at all. Check out the blade. Absolutely gorgeous. Super, super. This is what I would call like classy looking. I was looking on Reddit, and Neves Knives put up a picture of like, which knife should I choose for the classy? And anything that's like monochromatic, or like it's got one little accent, like if this was like a Makudi inlay right there, this would be the design. It's just that good looking. Whew. Very, very cool. Let's get on with the next knife, guys. Not gonna try to spend too much time on these, and this was the one that I was least excited for, so we're in trouble. We are in trouble. So the next knife is a knife that I've already owned. And that is the Offgrid knife Scorpion, only this is the one that's made by Best Tech and not the one made by We. So that is interesting. And oh, how I missed you, baby. I can't compare it to the old one because I don't remember in hand what the old one felt like as much. I just remember loving it and making the trade because I didn't carry it enough. But I got this on a sweet deal and I was like, all right, I'll put her back in my life. Perfectly centered, absolutely gorgeous. Carbon fiber with titanium. The titanium does appear to be stone washed. We have a very large backspacer coming all down through this way. Looks great with some jimping going all the way down. I don't remember if the first version had all that jimping. That's a lot of jimping going on there. Relatively thick blade stock. I'm gonna guess 150 or 160 thousandths. The action, amazing. Just as good as it was before. And I kind of want to check that blade stock now because it looks I've been really wrong lately with the blade stocks and I don't want to steer you guys in the wrong direction. Plus I want to be like, I can be right sometimes. 155 thousandths. All right, yeah, it's a pretty massive, thick blade stock. So it's not going to be your like slicing beast, but what this is kind of, that allows it to be more robust. And it is M390, so you're gonna need a little bit more robust than say the original S35VN version to be a little bit tougher. But man, so this, wow, this action feels stupid as far as the lock bar tension. No detent lash. And you see, guys, see how that rocks my hand? Almost like an automatic, and I'm not flicking it hard. Like my hand does a slight like, it's just power, but it's so utterly smooth. Oh my gosh. And I totally can probably get the hang of reverse flicking this thing. It's not gonna be as easy, but you can totally do it. But in hand, this feels really, really comfortable. This feels slightly different than my first one. Or I just don't remember it. Oh man, I need to see if Corey will send me my first one back so I can go over it, because this is, wow. Oh, this is cool. No back and forth, no up and down. All right, guys, let's get on with the last one. The last one's gonna be the biggest, but this is the Offgrid Knives Scorpion. I got a sweet deal on this, but I think I'm gonna be keeping this for me, because I really loved the Scorpion, but I just don't know how much, you know, love I gave the first one, but this feels great and I'm excited to have it. So before we get to that last one, kind of explaining the love for the Scorpion, it's weird how I've gone through so many knives lately that it's like your tastes kind of just run out of stuff to want, but you still want to want, and you end up going back to your favorite knives, such as the Shaman, the Super Freak, which I'm kind of on the hunt for again, the Manix 2, the Offgrid Scorpions. These were my favorite knives in existence. And I ended up trading them or selling them for whatever reason. And I just kind of wanted to get them back, so. Okay, and the next knife is the CKF Knives, or Custom Knife Factory. I forgot the name of this knife. I just got it just because he got it and I was like in a buying mood or something. I don't know. Here's all the extra hardware. That's cool. Really cool little like room key card. This is the FIF20 M390 Damas steel? No. M390 Damas steel. TI carbon fiber. All right, so this just must be like a generic knife card because I don't think this knife's in Damas steel. But it's the FIF20. That's the model of it. I haven't held a custom factory knife, which is another reason why I got this, but this just looks so my style. You guys already seen this on Metal Complex's channel if you watch it, but oh my gosh. There's tiny little, I feel like I'm gonna have to look at this under a microscope just because I'm going insane. I feel like there's tiny milling pattern, like a tiny milling pattern all down this chamfered area, which is chamfered and then chamfered again. And then it looks like tiny little milling patterns. And then you have this fingerprint wave. I don't know if you guys can catch it right. Of the carbon fiber. Super, super cool. It is perfectly centered. It might not be tiny milling because I don't see it on this side. But you have this beautifully milled titanium pocket clip. This cool looking faux, I would say faux floating. It's not really floating, but it's chamfered down so it has that textured look to it. Backspacer going on there. No detent lash whatsoever. The blade is like perfect. It's like on the verge of you being able to clip it and go, but you can't quite do that. And then the flip. Oh, okay. So this is an M390, definitely not the Damas steel version. It appears, I don't know if it's a hand satin, but it's definitely a horizontal satin. We have the Custom Knife Factory logo there. Not quite sure what that logo is there. I would have to see here. Probably whoever the designer is. Felipe Georgette, maybe? Maybe that's Felipe's logo. Doesn't even say the blade steel on it. Oh man. That just feels great. So, this guys, Metal Complex actually said he got rid of, that's really cool. So they scalloped out here and then scalloped out here so that like when you slide in, you slide into it. It makes it feel like it's a larger opening than it is because you're already dipping in to dip in. That is cool. Oh, it looks like it matches together. Like if you line it up right, sorry, like that. So Metal Complex said he bought this for himself and then got rid of it, M390, number 98, and then got rid of it because it's too small for him. What the? Dude, do you have some freaking bear paws, man? Oh man, so this is like my perfect size. And to show that, here is my Wii Esprit. As you can see, I dubbed the Wii Esprit one of the best EDC knives in existence. And it's just about the same size as the Wii Esprit, actually slightly larger, slightly thicker, and then the pivot almost feels like it's a little bit more forward pushed, causing the blade to even have that much more room. Plunge grind is done awesome. It like goes underneath the scales here. The scary part would be is if you're going to town, the reason that plunge grind exists so you don't actually hit and damage your stones. I'd be scared of hitting and damaging this. I might put some tape up there when I sharpen just for my own sanity, if I ever get to that point. Oh man, this is absolutely amazing. So this is definitely a knife that I kind of get it. Like this is like, this could totally be an everyday carry, just an EDC forever. It's really that good. Wow. All right, so I'm thoroughly impressed with this guy. I'll show you a slow-mo of it and then we'll let you guys out of here. Not really slow-mo, I'm moving my hand slow. That was dumb. You guys will get a review on this whenever the hell I get around to reviewing this. If I plan on keeping it, it'll be a while because there's no reason for me to rush it. And even that spine is chamfered and it just, oh, this is really cool. It's not even like a chamfer, that's weird. So this chamfer, just an interesting note, this chamfer acts as like a deep chamfer, but it also kind of acts as a swedge that goes all the way down to the tip of your blade. Look at that. I would call it more of a swedge than a chamfer. I don't know if it's gonna pick it up. There you go. But it goes all the way down. It's like a super shallow swedge or a super deep chamfer. All right, guys, talk about one hell of a haul today. Today we got in the Artisan Cutlery Sirius, the Silas, the CKF knives 520, and then the Offgrid knives Scorpion, the newest version from Best Tech, not we. And I mean, if you just the idea of owning all three of these is like something that somebody's dream would be, to have all three of these. Like, okay, yeah, I got all three of those knives. I mean, just the fact that I got them in one unboxing is just absolutely insane. Oh, gosh. So I want to thank Metal Complex again for the sweet, sweet deals that he gives his Patreon. I don't want to hear any nonsense in the comments below, but just to give you guys an idea, this cost $100 from his Patreon. I think this was $125. And then this was damn near full price because he bought it for himself. He didn't get a deal or anything on it. But he tries to give back the deals that he does receive. I don't know why I'm throwing that across. I'm not done yet. So that's just giving you guys an idea of what these cost and what kind of deals you could get. Now keep in mind, he only drops those on his Patreon like 3 to 6 times a year. And it's just like getting in for a drop. I literally was on there. He gave us a heads up. I was on there the moment he said he was doing it, and refreshed until it popped up, and then jumped in and did everything I could to get him because I knew I needed content for the channel, and it's a really cheap way to do it. So, and then this one, just nobody bought it, and he dropped the price, so I got it. All right, guys, my name is Tyler. This has been Everyday EDC. If you like this unboxing, go check out some of my others. I unboxed my most anticipated knife of the year, the EMP Designs Thick Boy, and oh God, I was geeking out over it. Go check that out. I'm gonna put a link to that video at the end of this. If you haven't already, if you like the content, subscribe. That way you can get notified anytime a new video drops. You guys stay sharp, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. You have no idea how much it means to me. Have a great day, guys.